Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Ashley. This is the daily oracle reading for Divine Masculines. This is meant to be timeless, so this will be for whenever you see this. This will be for tomorrow, and if you see it later enough in the day, and it resonates with you for later in the day as well, you know, take it as that night and tomorrow as well. So, Divine Masculines, I will pull a card from each of my decks for you, read it, and let you know what Spirit wants me to tell for you, or tell me to you guys. Oh, I guess I'm gonna do two cards today for you guys out of one deck, and then the other for the other. I was just about to say the first deck is the Answer a Simple Oracle from Sonia Choquette. I don't know if you guys can read that. I'm probably butchering her last name. I'm sorry about that. But the cards that jumped out for you guys were number 31, Keep Dancing, and number 20, Connect with Your Soul Family. As always, I think that the guides have just been kind of building on your guys' story, all of our stories really, at this time, and kind of giving you guys practical advice day by day, and I really feel like this is a kind of an extension for that. So let's read it really quick, and then I'll let you guys know what Divine wants you guys to know. Alright, so keep dancing. Your spirit is alive and well and making a healing difference in your life. You're flying high and getting higher. Right now, the only thing to focus on is doing what you're doing. Your spirit is dancing with life, who is a willing partner. You'll continue to see your success grow, your personal joy expand, and your abundance overflow as long as you keep on dancing with life. Keep your words to a minimum, as your ego might slip in and try and wrestle your confidence and rhythm away by talking too much. Continue to take the actions you're taking, following the promptings of your spirit. Better yet, turn on the music and actually dance. Let your spirit shake, rattle, and roll for a few minutes today. Do so again tomorrow. The more you dance, the more fully your spirit becomes embodied, and the more directly it can lead you towards your goal. Keep up the rhythm and flow. Guides are telling me that you guys are going through, and have been going through, a rough time lately, especially for some of you. There's a part of the collective that has, they were actually talking to me last night about you guys. There's part of the collective that is very deep in their depression right now. So excuse me. I'm not surprised that we got both of these cards. These cards are cards of, you know, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and connecting with those that help raise you when you can't raise yourself. But yeah, they're telling me that there's a faction of the Divine Masculines that are just having such a rough time right now that they're deep in depression. Some might be even thinking of suicide. And they wanted me to let you guys know that it's this rough time is almost over. Just hold on to own your power within yourself. And if the power within yourself says, you know, that the best thing for you today is just to sleep, then that's what you got to do. If anything that you can do to kind of get through this time, they're telling me is okay. So, and they're also reminding me that fear is very temporary. Things like connecting with the divine, growing the power within yourself, those things stay forever. But fear is only a temporary thing. Excuse me. Those thoughts, they're reminding me of the message yesterday, which was we talked about taking divine action, and balancing your feminine and masculine within yourself. When you take action that's not divinely guided, when it's not an inspired action, as masculines very much are good at taking action, then it almost always is the wrong thing. You know, we can learn from it, we can grow from it and move on, but if your actions are out of the place of fear-based thinking, you know, they're telling me that just to not give up and to not have those reactions out of fear. You know, whatever you need to do, whether you need, you know, to not make any decisions until you get some more sleep, or which I laugh because I constantly, my issue, you know, I start making decisions, and the divine reminds me that I probably should get some sleep before I make any decisions, even in my own head, on some things. But yeah, they're telling me just to let you guys know to hold on and to take care of yourselves, and to, you know, keep, as the card said, keep dancing. Try and do anything you can to bring joy in your life, and if that's eating a tub of ice cream and pizza, and you know, it doesn't matter right now. What matters is that you guys give yourself comfort. Okay, so the next one is connect with your soul family. And it says, this isn't the moment to attempt things alone. Your spirit is isolated and needs extra support and energy. It's time to convene with kindred spirits, contact those who generally know you, love you, and deeply appreciate your spirit. Create a way to be together with your loved ones, whether it's a leisurely conversation over the phone, a shared meal, or a walk through the park. Their support, affection, and perspective will re-energize you, helping you regain your confidence and put clarity on your present situation. Whether you need someone to act as a sounding board for your concerns, to simply help you take your mind off of your worries, step back and have some fun with those you love best. Time spent with your soul family will allow you to remember what's most important to your spirit right now, and the added support is essential to your success. Again, I think this is building off of what they've been saying all week, but connect with those that really get you, that really see you for who you are and your authentic self, and don't be afraid to be vulnerable with people. It's a big thing about owning your power, you know. To be authentic and to be vulnerable with people is really a beautiful thing. It's a thing that they're saying it's a miracle. It's in the culture that we're in right now. It's a miracle when people can show you that authenticity and vulnerability, and then you can show it to other people. But you know, it goes back to what they've been saying. Do what you need to do to get yourself to a place where you just feel better. And it doesn't necessarily mean like you have to not feel sad. Like sometimes it's okay to feel your feelings, but they're telling me that if you can just get out of that like deep depression that has been causing some people to think of things like suicide, it really is just about raising your, like they're saying, just a centimeter, like raise your vibration just a centimeter. So even if it makes you feel good in the moment, and you know, you have to go home and sleep, or go home and eat a whole pizza and a whole cake, like go and do, like I hope that nobody like harms themselves with food or anything like that when I'm saying this, but just do what you can do to comfort yourself. And if it's just relaxing with people, or you know, just raise your vibration just by a little bit. And they are reminding me that sometimes the people that we love the most trigger us the most. So make sure that you are discerning within yourself about who you're around when and if you're in that very low vibration. I know, like, I love my family unconditionally, but they're some of my greatest triggers in life. So when I'm in the low vibration, it really is about having that discernment still. I know that if they are in a better vibration than me, then it will help. But if they're in a lower vibration than me, or in that same low vibration that I'm in, it's just it's not a good mixture. It's like 1 and 1 makes 18, not like 1 and 1 makes 2. So definitely have a little discernment. But if you need to reach out to somebody, there is absolutely no shame and no guilt in any of that. Especially you guys as masculines, we all, like, as divine feminines and divine masculines, we all take on a lot individually, and we all take on different things. But I really, really feel that, you know, it's not even about going and sharing your feelings if you're not comfortable with that. If you just want to sit with somebody, or like yesterday's message was, you know, to get out there and even go to a game with a friend, or like go walk your dog and play with your dog at the dog park. Like, do what you can to get yourself out of that slump. So, all right, one more card for you guys, unless we get another jumper. I'm doing the Spirit Animal Oracle this time from Colette Baron Reed. All right, what? Oh, that was too many cards. There's like 20 of them that fell out. All right, one card, please. One or two, or just 3 or under, I guess, for the masculine. All right. Oh, okay. So actually, 3 did come out, and we'll. Okay. I'm going to take them all just because I really think that they, again, it's like building a story. So I'll try and talk through them quickly so this this video is not like an hour long. Okay, so the first card is number 64, Wasp Spirit. Sometimes life stinks. Okay, not all that spirit creates in nature is easy to love, but when you look through the eyes of Wasp Spirit, we recognize that even though sometimes life stings, there is a purpose for pain, just as there is a purpose for wasps in the natural world. Wasps keep insects populations down, supporting the growth of plants. So too, the sting of life may hurt, and you may feel deeply disappointed or even resentful that Wasp Spirit has shown up. But you will soon come to see that Spirit has something wonderful in store for you. Okay, Spirit wants me to stop. They've been talking about all week about how, like, co-creation and the divine guidance is just at a high right now, and it's about getting out there, getting things getting out there and co-creating with Spirit. I think that what they're trying to tell me, and I think the feeling that they're trying to get across is that sometimes, you know, we can't all be in that high, joyous vibration. So we're going to have a bit of a roller coaster at times. And depending where you are with your healing and with your path, that roller coaster might be high highs and low lows, or it might be more balanced. So wherever you're at in the, on your journey, just remember that everything is divinely planned. You're feeling these feelings for a reason. They're there to teach you something. If you're open to the lesson, if you're open to the healing that it's trying to bring you, it's going to make you that much more powerful, that much more confident, that much more just amazing within yourself. So trust that divine has a plan for you, and that sometimes seeing life from this different perspective of a lower vibration is part of the plan. If you cannot take what's going on right now, give it up to divine. Calling your angels, calling your guides. There's been many nights where I've been bawling my eyes out, and I told my guides to F off, and I don't want to do it anymore. And then when I calmed down, I was like, I just need help, guys. I just need help with this. So if you can bring in any help, you can help me, then we can move forward. So divine is there to help you. Your higher self is there to help you. Don't ever feel like you're alone in that. It goes back to the whole connect with your soul family. You know, if you don't want to reach out to somebody in physicality, that's okay. You have guides, you have angels, you have, light beings, you have everybody in the universe who wants to come and help you. You just need to be open to it. The next card we get is number 38, the Lizard Spirit. Dream the world into being. I really feel like this is another just step on the path. We've been doing a lot. They've been talking a lot about co-creating with you guys lately. So The oracle message is, when was the last time you basked in the sun and allowed yourself to daydream, to imagine what might be and who you might become? Lizard spirit appears when you are called to let your imagination flow and dream something new. Okay, so after the first sentence, Divine was like, you got this, you know what this message is about. I was talking either yesterday or the day before about how it's really about what masculines are struggling with right now is, or at least some of you guys, is embodying the divine feminine within yourself. Each one of us has a yin and yang inside of us, so we have a divine feminine and a divine masculine. Whether or not you, feel that you're a soulmate or twin flame or anything like that, so kind of like you have somebody else that vibrates with you. We all have divine masculine, divine feminine within ourselves. And the masculine is the action, the feminine is the intuition. So they're basically just saying that it is okay to get more, for divine masculines to get more into the intuition. When you bring those worlds to light, when you release resistance to the more creative sides of yourself, you can co-create something brilliant. Some of the greatest men that I just absolutely enjoy their work, I enjoy watching them, they have a high resonance with their divine feminine self, whether they know it or not. So some of the greatest creators out there are great at embodying that divine feminine side of themselves. And again, if you don't know how to do that, just ask Divine how you can do that. But as I keep on saying to people, art is in the eye of the beholder. So whether you're creating a meal or you're creating a new way, like I grew up with a very, very alpha male family, so we had motorcycles growing up. So whether you're creating a piece of art or creating a meal for somebody or having conversation with somebody, or you're you're like, oh, this is a cool new way to build this engine or to build this motorcycle or build this car, like that is you creating something. And that's the fantastic thing about creation is it really is about what you want to create, and it's specific to you. So don't believe that you can't do it. And yeah, just, it's not about being feminine. It's not about being more in your divine feminine is connecting you a little bit more to your emotional body, but it's not a bad thing. Like, you don't have to be I know the media likes to put women as we're all these emotional wrecks and bawling all the time and stuff. That's not what a true divine feminine is. A true divine feminine knows that anything that she can dream up, she can bring into reality. So, and that's really what it comes down to. We know we're powerful when we're in our divine feminine. We know that anything that we create, we can bring into physicality. And then, working with our divine masculine self, we can, create that action. You guys have that action part. So just be open to that, open to the dreaming, open to whatever you want to create. The last card is the Stag Spirit, and it says, take the lead. It is number 58 for anybody who likes numerology. This is a beautiful card. I actually got it for myself yesterday. I do my own personal spreads for myself, and we'll see how much they want me to read out of this. Okay, so the message is, whether or not you have set your intention to lead, you may have found yourself suddenly called to step up in front of your life. Stag Spirit is a reminder that now is the time to heed the call to be sure, strong, and compassionate. Others will look to you, and you have it within you to see through the eyes of the Stag Spirit and walk with confidence as you take on the responsibilities that are yours now, and model integrity in all that you do in all your relationships. Okay, again, Spirit wants me to stop. They're telling me that, you guys, that there's a lot of, with the collective consciousness of fear going on, and some of you might not resonate with this, but those who do, it might be fearful for you guys to take the lead. I'm a divine feminine, obviously, but so I understand completely. I think all divine feminines do. You know, we're all about the dream life, creating stuff. So it's sometimes hard for us to take the lead. So we completely understand, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to be Steve Jobs. So you don't have to be the president of a company. You don't need to be Elon Musk. You don't need to be anybody. You can just take the lead in your own life. And I know that that is equally scary because I've been there. But when you guys embody what's best for yourself in that authenticity, in that vulnerability, even if you're just leading yourself, that is nothing short of you being the divine masculine that you're always meant to be. So don't let that, like I talked about this in one of my other videos, you know, sometimes we have that bit of anxiety and we feel like it's fear and that we can't do it, and our ego likes to tell us like, oh, like this is gonna be a bad thing, but it's not necessarily fear that we're feeling, it's just that anxiety of like, oh, this is something new, this is something I haven't done before. So if it's something that really scares you guys, connect with your soul family, connect with those who love you, and talk it out. Sometimes you just need to have a conversation with somebody and get it out of your head for you to be like, oh yeah, that sounds really tangible. Like, it just, when it was ruminating in my head, it just sounded like it was fantasy. But you know, even if you know, just start small. Start with just leading yourself and work from there. So divine masculines, you guys are going through a really rough time right now. Please hold on. It will get better. The roller coaster will stop being so crazy. My divine guides promise that it's going to get easier for you guys. So I don't like to say you know, stuff like that, but they told me it's going to get better for everybody. We just need to hold on and be true to ourselves. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Love and light. Bye.